Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is November 6th and November 6th is National Nacho Day. Yay! Everybody loves nachos and I am in a collaboration with my friend Jim from Jim's Kitchen. Many other channels are going to be joining this collaboration and there will be a hashtag that I'm going to put in the description and also a playlist so you can get to the videos either way. I didn't know what kind of nachos I wanted to make. So I put a poll out on my community page and I put nachos with unique toppings, keep it simple, just do regular nachos, or you're a baker, make something sweet, make sweet nachos. And that won at 50%. So thank you for doing the poll. It made my decision making a lot easier, which is why today we're making apple pie nachos. To start, we need to prepare our tortilla chips. I have 6 flour tortillas that I've stacked. I'm going to cut them in half, and then we're going to cut them in half again so we have fourths. Now we'll cut them in half again. So you can see this looks pretty much like the size of a regular tortilla chip. And you'll notice here that I have, this is cinnamon, about a tablespoon of cinnamon and 1 cup of sugar, and I'm gonna stir this around. And I also have some melted butter. Now we're gonna take our cut up tortillas and we're just gonna put them in the bowl like this. We're gonna take our melted butter and we're just gonna pour the butter over our tortillas. We're gonna take some tongs or whatever you want to use to just saturate each of the tortillas with the butter mixture. Here's our cinnamon sugar mixture. And I don't think I'm not gonna use this all. Now we're gonna toss the tortillas in the cinnamon sugar. I've lined a large baking sheet with parchment and I'm gonna line my tortilla chips up like this, 1 up, 1 down. Our tortilla chips are ready to go into the oven. We're going to bake them at 400 degrees, 3 minutes aside, so we need to flip them halfway through, and probably in 2 batches. This is not all of the tortilla chips, so once these are done, I'm going to have to put another batch in. Our first batch of tortilla chips are done. I put them on a clean piece of parchment so that they could set up. If you notice, the cinnamon sugar is kind of caramelized all over the tortilla chip. These are going to be wonderful. It's time to prepare our apples. I'm using 2 Granny Smith apples that I'm slicing and coring with my neat little gadget here. I find that Granny Smith apples are the best to bake with. I'm going to be using my chopper to finish up the slicing of the apples. This makes all of the cuts pretty uniform. And I just do 2 apples, or depending on the thickness, 1 apple at a time. It's very fast and loud. I had a bowl out, but I think I'm just gonna finish everything up in here. I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of lemon juice. And I'm doing this because the lemon juice will help reduce the browning of the apples. And then I'm taking a 1/4 cup of the cinnamon sugar that we made, and I'm gonna sprinkle it in here like this. Now the reaction between the sugar and the apples are going to make these juicy. And after I'm done mixing this, I'm just gonna let it sit for a bit while I melt our butter. In a saucepan, I have 2 tablespoons of butter that I'm going to melt. And we're gonna take our apples, get them all in. We're gonna coat them with the butter. Now I'm going to, I guess, saute or just heat this over the medium heat, stirring the apples for about 3 minutes. I'll see how soft they are and then I'm gonna go from there. So I'm actually going for 5 minutes here. 3 minutes wasn't enough for me. If I take a fork and I pierce an apple, it goes in very, very easily, and that is the kind of doneness that I like. Now, as the apples cool, the juices are going to form like a syrupy texture, kind of like in an apple pie. And it will coat the apples, and once that happens, we'll assemble. All right, you guys, let's start assembling. I'm just gonna take these delicious cinnamon sugar tortilla chips, whoops, and I'm gonna layer them on the plate. I'm gonna take some of our apples. Do you see it's kind of syrupy now? It's not like a thin sauce. So let's take our apples and we're gonna put them all over these delicious tortillas that we made. And it looks like I'm gonna have enough to make a second layer on top of this. But wait, here are the apple pie nachos, and we're gonna elevate it by using some salted caramel sauce. And we're just gonna drizzle that on like this. Now, let's get our next layer going here. And let's continue with our salted caramel drizzle. Get a little on the plate for effect. We leveled it up, obviously, with the caramel sauce, but let's do even more. Let's put some dollops of whipped cream. I went ahead and made some whipped cream. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I thought, yeah, it kind of needs it. You can do that, or you don't have to. This is a suggestion. So this is all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put some little dollops throughout like this. That was a fun collaboration. I really want you to check out my friend Jim's channel at Jim's Kitchen, and please go through the playlist. You could have a nacho dinner. You could have savory and then these sweet nachos. I really hope you try these. They are delicious. Well, thanks for joining me today, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.